and a language trainer. And this is B1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. I'm going to conduct a complete mock test with my students right now during this live session. If you're taking IELTS B1 Life Skills, don't forget to let me know, right? In the comment section. All right, Faisal, you can mute your mic because the first test is going to be between Jessa and Asim. Just give me a minute. Remember, guys, this is not A1, sorry, this is B1 life skills. All right, okay. So, can you guys see me? And can you hear me proper? All right, Jessa, beautiful, you are candidate A, and Asim, you can be candidate B. Okay, let's get started. This is B1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. My name's Angelina, candidate A. What's your full name?
My name is Mohammed Asim.
No, Jessa is candidate A. Jess, are you there, beautiful? Unmute your mic. You're candidate A. Thank you. Let's start over. This is Angelina. I'm your interlocutor for B1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Candidate A, what's your full name?
My full name is Jess Arimania.
What can I call you?
You can call me Jessa.
Alright, can you spell your name?
Yes, of course. That's Jessa.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Manila, Philippines.
And what do you do?
I'm a housewife.
Alright. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Candidate B, can I have your full name, please?
My name is Mohammed Asim.
What may I call you?
Asim.
Can you spell your name for me?
It's A-S-I-M.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Rawalpindi, Pakistan.
How long it's been you've lived there?
I'm born here and for the last 22 years.
Right, so you would say, I was born here. I was born here. What would you say?
I was born here.
Can you reply to that question once again? How long it's been you've lived there?
I was born here for the last 22 years.
All right. I've been living here. I've been living here for last 25 years. This is for all candidates. Just remember one thing, that these 4 questions are compulsory, important. These 4 questions are used for marking your attendance in the B1 Life Skills test. Before phase 1A starts, the examiner asks you 4 questions. So I would not want you guys to make any mistakes with those 4 questions which are mandatory. Like, what's your full name? What may I call you? Spell your name for me. And where do you come from? How long it's been you've lived there, or how long it's been you've lived here, because your examiner will ask you about the duration of your stay in your country or in your hometown. Can we start over, Asim? Ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What's your full name, candidate B?
My name is Muhammad Asim.
What can I call you?
Asim.
Can you spell it for me?
ASIM.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Pakistan.
How long it's been you've lived here?
I was born here. I live been here for the last 22 years.
Thank you. Now it is time for phase 1A. Candidate A and candidate B find out from each other about each other's group of friends. You have 2 minutes to ask each other some questions and get to know about each other's group of friends. Your time begins now.
Hi, Jessa.
Hey, candidate B, do you have a group of friends?
Sorry, your voice is not clear. Can you please repeat?
Hi
Can you hear
Sandy, how
me?
are you?
Yes, I said, do you have a group of friends?
Yes, yes, I have a group of friends, mostly from my class fellows, mostly are from my class, and
Ina
others from my
Nelson
social circle.
says, happy watching your videos.
Do you have a group of friends, Jessa?
Yes, I do have a group of friends. They are my school friends, and I have, yes, there are five, sorry, four girls in my group of friends. Uh, may I know the names of your group of friends?
Yes, it's different names. It's Ali, Ahmed, like this. Jessa, please tell me that you only have a group of friends from your school.
Yes, I met them from school, and they're very nice. They're very nice girls.
So, if I'm not wrong, your group of friends are from your childhood, right?
No, 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 from school. They
From
are
school.
my group of friends from school. Yes. What about
So,
you?
you go.
How long?
Yes,
Or
my group of friends are basically divided into two parts. One from my school friends, and the others from my social circle.
how long? How long have you been to your? How long have you been friends to your group of friends?
Yes, basically school friends from my childhood. When I start my schooling, we grew together, and the social circle. When I get job, I make another group of friends from my job. My job area. So, Jessica, Jessica.
Thank you so much. Candidate A and candidate B, 2 minutes are long gone. Now we will start with the phase 1B. In this phase of the test, candidate A and candidate B, you will both talk about a topic for 1.5 minutes. Remember, you have to keep going. Once you're done, your counterpart, your other partner, will ask you 3 follow up questions. So, candidate A, I want you to question can I want you to talk about your favorite shop in your neighborhood for 1.5 minutes. And candidate B, you will be talking about your habits to use mobile every day. Remember, you can take 1 minute to think about your topics. Please take your time to think. You may take notes if you wish.
Hi, Tessa, are you ready?
This is an exam tip, Muhammad. Do not be in a hurry, okay? That 1 minute is so precious. Use it carefully. You know, construct your thoughts. It's not that can change your entire result. So take your time. Still 40 seconds remaining. All right. Candidate A, please talk about your favorite shop in your neighborhood for 1.5 minutes. Please start speaking. Your time begins now.
My favorite shop in my neighborhood is food shop. It is only, excuse me, it is only 5 minutes away from my home. So I just go there by walking. I just walk to get there, and they have all kinds of food there. That's why it's my favorite shop in my neighborhood because they have meat, grocery items, day-to-day items, cans, bread, some fruits, and some vegetables, and their food seems like fresh. So that's why I like buying there. So I go there every morning to get some food for the house, and the the shop the shop is very clean, and the staff are very polite, and they will always assist you, and they always teach them very good stuff. Shop, and sometimes I go there with my mom when she is available to come with me, but sometimes I go alone. My mom has something to do. If my mom has something to do in the house, so I have to go there alone sometimes. And I enjoy going to that shop because I like the fresh meat. Most, I mean, the bread are always new, and the fruits are so
Thank
fresh,
you.
and also the
Thank you so
vegetables.
much, candidate A. Candidate B, now please ask candidate A three follow up questions about her favorite shop in her neighborhood. Please ask your questions.
Tessa, you like grocery shopping every day or once in a week?
No, only once in a week.
Okay. Do you think shop must be clean and hygiene, especially meat and fish item shop?
Yes, of course, they should need, they should be clean and always fresh because if they go bad, if they went bad, it will cause, it will cause a bad, what you call it,
Okay. Tessa, if
bad for your
your mother
health.
is not Tessa, if your mother is not available to go with shopping, who is the other family member or from the friend you need to accompany with to the shop?
Yes, normally with my sisters, they always sometimes they come with me to go to the shop.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Candidate B. Now, Candidate B, speak about your habits of using mobile every day for 1.5 minutes. I will stop you after 1.5 minutes, and then Candidate B will ask you 3 follow-up questions about what you've said. Please talk.
My habit of using mobile is very strong because mobile phone, the battery nowadays is
Thank you so much, Candidate B. Now, Candidate A, please ask your 3 follow-up questions about what he has said.
And it be, which is your social media? Which is your favorite social media? Which is, I'm sorry, which
I
is
muted the
social,
chat,
which is
guys, earlier.
social media do you use every day?
TikTok is my favorite app nowadays, and I mostly use TikTok.
Do you think having phone is important and why?
Yes, I found it very helpful in my business because in to marketing my products, I make some videos, informative videos to people to know better my products, and I have make I want to make a good customer. So usually I make these type of videos.
Okay. Well, how much time do you spend on your mobile phone in a day?
Uh, it's not a particular time I note before, but usually before my bed, I used my mobile maybe for 1 hour or more than 1 hour. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jessa, for your questions. So I use my mobile. How do you say it? I use my mobile. You would not say I used my mobile. Okay? Another important thing that I would like to tell you about used to. You can't use used to uh, in the context of whatever you do now. Like if you say, I used to smoke, this means you no longer smoke. I used to live in London, this means you no longer live there. Okay? If you want to tell about a habit, something that you do on your day to day basis, or like something that you do every day, then you will mention, I wake up at 7 o'clock, not or maybe I use my mobile every day, rather than saying I used to use my mobile every day, right? That is incorrect. Thank you so much. That is the end of phase 1B. Now I'm going to share the screen with you and we are going to perform a listening test together. If you guys are ready, I am going to play it.
Yes, please.
All right. Do let me know if you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you choose a number? Like, no, this is too easy. Jessa, can you choose a number? 8, 7, 10, any number? Which number would you choose? From 1 to 11, choose a number.
And ma'am.
Sorry, 10?
10. Yes, ma'am.
10. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, this is too easy. Beautiful. No, I don't want to choose this test. I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna go with test 11. Let me see, what do we have? No, this is very easy. Oh, which test can I pick for you guys? Just excuse me, I need to find a good one for you guys. This is literally very easy. Okay, you can give it a try though. Alright, candidate A and candidate B, you're going to listen to two recordings. So, candidate A, you will tell me in the first recording, where does the first person want to go on the weekend? And in the second recording, where does the second person want to go on the weekend? Let's listen.
Sample test A. Recording 1. I want to go to Littlegate this weekend. My cousin lives there, and there are shops, a cinema, and great restaurants. It's easy to get there. A return ticket by train only costs £7. There's a brilliant market too, and we want to go there to buy some jeans. Recording 2.
I want to spend the weekend there with my friends. We usually go there in winter to ski, but this time we want to climb to the top. It takes about 4 hours, but then you can look down on the sea. I just hope my new boots are comfortable. I'll...
Okay, so candidate A, can you tell me where does the first person would want to go on the weekend? In the first recording, to a town, to the mountains, the park. Candidate A, could you please tell me where
Town, ma'am.
to the town? Okay. Candidate B, where does the second person want to go at the weekend, to a town, to the mountains, or to the park?
Mountains.
Mountains, that's correct. Now listen ahead and answer these questions. Candidate B, from the first recording, who can the woman see in Littlegate and how much is a return ticket? Candidate A, from the second recording, how many hours does it take to climb the mountain and what is the man worried about? Let's listen to the recording once again.
go to Littlegate this weekend. My cousin lives there, and there are shops, a cinema, and great restaurants. It's easy to get there. A return ticket by train only costs £7. There's a brilliant market too, and we want to go there to buy some jeans. Recording 2.
I want to spend the weekend there with my friends. We usually go there in winter to ski, but this time we want to climb to the top. It takes about 4 hours, but then you can look down on the sea. I just hope my new boots are comfortable. IELTS life.
Alright, candidate B. In the first recording, who can the woman see in Littlegate?
Cousin,
Thank you. And how much is the return ticket?
it's pound 7.
Alright, £7. In the second recording, candidate A, how many hours does it take to climb the mountain? Candidate A,
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I missed your questions.
you could not hear?
About 4 hours now.
4 hours. Alright, that's correct. And what is the man worried about?
He's worried about his phone.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end of the listening test. Now we are going to move to the last phase of the test, that is phase 2B. This is called plan and decide phase. In this, candidate A and candidate B plan together to buy a birthday gift for your common friend. You have only 2 minutes to decide and plan together what would you like to buy for your friend's birthday. Please start your discussion.
Hi, Jessa.
I Kelly just called me last night that her birthday is coming very soon this week, and can we make a plan, which is the best gift we should buy for her? Do you have in mind?
Yes, I hear the same, and I want to discuss with you that what kind of gift we give to our friend. Maybe it's a T-shirt.
No, I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I think it's better if we get her a necklace, a gold necklace, so that every time she wears it, she will always remember us. What do you think about it?
Yes, a gold necklace is a good choice, but maybe it's too much expensive if we go for the gold necklace.
Oh, okay. Well, should we um, talk again? Should we discuss what camp or which camp we should buy for her? Because I don't think that t-shirt, I don't think she will like it.
Okay, then if she not like T-shirt, maybe a wristwatch.
A watch.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a great idea. I agree with you. So let's go for it.
Yes, but kindly help me out that which brand we go to and purchase the watch.
I think the best brand that I know. Also, have you heard about that brand? Also, watch.
Uh,
That's American
but
brand, I guess.
I am afraid from one thing that if she doesn't like it,
Because I have the same brand of watch, so I think she will like it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Candidate A and Candidate B. Now it is time for the discussion phase. Remember, this is the last phase of the test, and as an examiner, I can participate too to help you with some prompt questions. The topic that you will be discussing with each other is facilities in your city. Facilities in your city. You have 3 minutes to discuss the topic, and your time begins now.
Candidate B, do you have a lot of good facilities in your city?
Good facilities.
I mean, do you have like different types of facilities like medical facilities and schools facilities?
Yes, exactly. I nearby from my home there is a one private hospital, and beside that hospital, it's a secondary school as well there. When you drive from my home, there is a huge market, and everything is available there, rather it's food item or a grocery. So these facilities are very good in my cities. Beside this all, there is a very strong municipality services available in my city. As we know that cleanliness is a very good thing, so the municipalities regularly perform tasks to clean the city, and the street lights are always on in the evening, so that no one face difficulty while walking or moving. So, what about you, Jason?
Yes, in my city we have a lot of good facilities like hospital facilities, good hospitals, and also housing facilities, and, and also college facilities, and many
So,
more.
which one facility you experience nearly?
I usually go to the hospital because I always get sick, and it's very good. I mean, they have very good
Jason, do you have amusement park nearby from in your city
yes,
or
at
inside
my
your
city.
city?
Yes, there is, yes, and it's a big amusement park.
Yes, because I love to go to the amusement park with my family, usually on weekends. I think these facilities are very good if someone have in the city, because mostly people work for the whole weekend, and then they have a spare time on the weekends, and then they go if they have amusement park in the city. And also if someone is feeling not good, so they can go to the nearby hospital. What do you say? These facilities are very, uh, useful if it have in the city.
Of course, having a good hospitals facilities in our city is very helpful, and
So what kind of other facilities do you have in your cities?
that's we have universities facilities here.
University facility. All right. All right. So you have a proper road system in your city,
Yes, yes, very good system room. Yes, they always
and they
change
also
room every year.
they also make separate part for the bicycles beside the roads.
Yes, yes, they have park for the bicycle, as I have my own motorbike also.
So,
Yes, they have
Thank
a
you
very
so
large
much, Candidate
facilities.
A and Candidate B. This is the end of the test. Both of you have passed this test. to be honest. Jessa, you did well today. Um, it's a super easy test. Remember this. It's not a difficult test at all. You guys should not be worried, okay? It's just that one thing, focus on one thing, that you can talk for 1.5 minutes about something, right? That is something that you've already worked on, and I'm really happy about that. Questions are really good. See, this test is a piece of cake. It's not a difficult test. Muhammad, what do you
I
say?
have one question.
Yes. Ask.
This time period in the different phases, phase 1, phase 1A, the examiners stop when the time is complete, or we have to manage that?
Examiner stops exactly within time. I still give you guys 26 minutes, rather 28 minutes. This is wrong. In the exam, barely 22 minutes. Phase 1A is for 4 minutes. Keep counting.
Mhm.
Next
So we
phase,
don't
what? Yeah,
have to follow the time. We just go through with speaking. The examiners stop us when the
the
time is complete.
examiner has a timer in front, and there are multiple candidates in the examination hall on that day. They don't give you a minute more. This means that the test will be over even before you realize it. The test is over just like this, right? 22 minutes are nothing. That in first phase you are talking to each other just for 2 minutes. 2 minutes means after 2 minutes examiner says shh, quiet, shut up, to be very honest, because they don't care. They have to follow up the strict restrictions of time. That's it.
So when if inshallah we done our test and we pass the test, what I will send you the sweets.
Come on, that is something weird to ask. I would be so happy if you could send me a photo of your result. That's it. Thank you. This is not a difficult test. Important topics could be, for example, watching news. Now, you guys are knowledgeable enough. You guys have worked. You know, you have so much experience that talking about watching news, or maybe talking about your favorite TV program, or maybe talking about going to the supermarket, maybe talking about your favorite place in your country, maybe talking about jobs in your country, maybe talking about computers, mobiles, restaurants, cafeterias. It's not difficult for you. This is a piece of cake for you, as I always say, right?
Yes,
So do not be
I
worried.
understand.
It's just be friendly. Try to talk to the person in the exam, right? Rather than like. Uh, but there's one thing I would like to tell you, Asim. Discussion part. Take. mm, You did a good job today. I don't really have any complaints. But if the examiner will say, talk about a life of people in your country, then don't start asking questions about the candidate B's life. No, it is about life of people in the country. Make sure that you use the correct adjectives. Okay, so how is the life of people in your country? What kinds of jobs do people do in your country? Do people like to celebrate festivals and parties in your country? Right? Making sure that you understand the topic and you stick to the topic, that is extremely important, right? That's the only
So
thing that,
if
yeah.
so So if he asks from me about life in the country, then
Mm.
I have to just explain the life in the country, not asking from the candidate B.
No, this is discussion. When in the last phase, that is phase 2B, the examiner will say, I'm also a part of it. And I can participate to give you prompt questions, what you are supposed to talk about. If you are uh, misled, or you have forgotten the topic, or you are not talking about the topic, then the examiner can tell you, hey, hey, you're not talking about the topic, get back to the track. Um, I think you don't understand, but let me try again, once again. First one is phase 1A. The test happens exactly the way it happened right now. Exactly like this. In the first phase, you ask Jess a question. Uh, you both found out from each other about each other's favorite place, I think, whatever the topic was. That is phase 1A. Time is only 2 minutes. Then started phase 1B. Time is only 5 minutes. 1 minute to think, 1.5 minute to talk, half minute to question. That's it, right? And barely, if the examiner is lenient, maybe 7 minutes or maybe 6 minutes, not more than that. Then comes the listening test. And as you know, listening test is just like this one, could be faster, but it's just like this. 3 questions. There's one thing that you need to keep in mind for B1 life skills also. There's a switch in the recording. If you're candidate A, in the first round of listening, recording 1 is your recording. In the second phase of listening, if you're candidate A, your recording is recording 2. Listen very carefully if you're candidate A or candidate B. In the second phase of listening, did you notice that Asim was answering questions from the second recording? Jessa was answering questions from the first recording, right? Like if she was candidate A and B, there was a switch in the recording. And the last phase is plan and decide together, only 2 minutes. The examiner will give you the topic. Okay, both of you want to visit a hill station or you want to visit a favorite historical place in your country. Decide and plan together how would you travel to that place and what would you do there. Easy. In 2 minutes, you can talk to the person. And the last phase of the test is discussion, where the topic could be bigger like technology, maybe life in the city, life in the countryside, maybe weekends, maybe films, maybe uniforms, wearing clothes, what kind, festivals, parties, something that is related to day-to-day life. They're not going to ask you any general knowledge questions. It's easy. Any other questions if
Okay,
you have? Okay.
I just want to clear something that what is the startup line for any topic? Because I just take more minutes to just start something.
Okay, let me tell you
Maybe
how to start phase 1A. If the question is candidate A and candidate B find out from each other about each other's favorite time of the year. So, how will you start? You may move towards candidate B and say, let's talk about our favorite time of the year. Oh, what is your favorite time of the year? My favorite time of the year is Christmas. How about you? What is your favorite time of the year? Well, my favorite time of the year is Eid al Adha. I just love to have fun with my um, family and friends. I dress and I dress up and I go out. I take my favorite drinks, whatever you want to say. Just like that, 2 minutes. Talk more about it. Do you have any other favorite time of the year besides New Year parties or like maybe Christmas Eve? Then yeah, the other person can say yeah. There, I also like my birthday. I think it is also one of the most favorite times of the year for me. I receive a lot of gifts from my family and friends. How about yourself? So this is the first phase 1A.
all
Okay.
right. So in the
Then
first
wait a second. Wait a
one,
second. Let me give you for phase 1B also how to start. If the examiner will say talk for 1.5 minutes about your good friend. So how to start? Um, I'm going to talk about as I'm supposed to talk about. As I am, as I am
as
supposed.
I am
This means
supposed to talk about.
as I'm as as I'm supposed to talk about, or as the given topic is, as I'm going to, or you can just say I'm going to talk about the given topic, good friend. My good friend is Ali. He is an amazing person. He's a doctor. He lives in the neighborhood and he has 4 children. We love to spend time together. We play chess together. We also hang out and go to the bank together. I don't know, whatever you guys can say, right? As I'm supposed to talk about, or as the given topic is good friend, I'll be talking about my good friend. I'm going to talk about my good friend. I'd like to talk about my good friend. So when the examiner will say, okay, candidate A, please talk about your good friend, then you will say, okay, I'd like to talk about my good friend. His name is this. He comes from this country. He does this work, whatever you want to say. And learn. The examiner will give you, will stop you with the hands rather than saying, right? So the examiner will give you a signal, stop. So make sure that you wrap up your conversation at that point. Wrapping up, okay, that's all I have to say.
Yes.
Any other questions? Now ask me.
So the part one, the phase one, we must start that part from the questionnaire, from the other partners, right? Like,
As a person, I would recommend you, as an examiner, I would recommend you to start it with a question. You know why? Because the statement of the examiner says that ask some questions from each other to find out from each other. So anyone who will question first, definitely you're meeting the criteria of the test, right? You're asking the questions. This is what the examiner will give you the instruction about. In case, in case you have a bad partner, you have somebody who doesn't know English, at that point in time, you are the solo hero of your conversation because that person will not ask you questions. So at that point in time, for example, I'm a dumb person, or maybe not dumb, I should not be calling dumb, apologies. I should be saying a person who is not responsive to the questions. So, okay, let me be that person. Try. Our topic, fine. I'm the examiner first. Wait a second. Candidate A and candidate B. I'm candidate B, you're candidate A. Find out from each other about each other's ability to learn new things. You have 2 minutes to find out from each other. Ask some questions.
so Angelina, do you have ability to find out new things?
No. Yes.
What kind of new things you discover before?
Something. Now, if I'm not
Something.
asking you anything, you have to fill in the gaps. So, how will you? How will you? You will say, well, I love to do new things, you know. I like to try new cuisines. Maybe I like to travel. I like to talk to new people. I love to socialize. I like to learn new things, either related to technology or art or you know, any other skills. I love it. Okay, now tell me, have you ever tried bungee jumping? Like, then getting back to the questions, because 2 minutes are a lot to just question a person who's not talking too much. So you have to give your feedback like this.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Um,
Hmm. Come on.
the last question from my side is
Hmm.
the three questions in the phase one regarding the topic we discussed before. Uh, that questions are particular to the topic, or like something we move from the topic, or like
Well,
just
I
like
would
we
just
want.
suggest you to stick to the topic. You know, keep the topic in your mind. If the topic is activities on weekends, make sure that your questions are revolving around activities on the weekends.
Okay.
Don't ask irrelevant questions, then you will lose the points for task achievement. That's called comprehension of the question. How well do you understand what somebody told you?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. I think this is the end of the class. Thank you so much, Faisal. I hope you understand something. You can unmute your mic, you can open your mic and tell me what do you understand of this test? Do you think it is difficult test or easy test, Faisal? You can type in the comment section if you can't speak. Hi, Elsie. Thank you for watching. Beautiful. I know. That's right. Elsie, could you please type what topics did you have in your exam in B1 life skills? If you're watching, please type in here. Okay, so Faisal, I think, is not, I think he's listening, but he got to. Remember, Asim, you need to chill and take this test tomorrow. Just grammatical mistakes don't matter. Do not panic. The basic thing is sticking to the topic, engaging with the other candidate to talk about the particular topic, keeping in mind that this is my topic that I'm supposed to talk about. Any other questions if you guys have?
Ma'am, how much how much or gestures during talking the examiner note and
There is
any impact on our test? No.
nothing. Take it easy. This is B1 life skills. Again, speaking and listening only. It's not difficult. It's easy. It's not a hard exam. For you guys, as a person, I can assure you that there's no chance that you will fail this test. You will definitely pass. Because your level is B1. You're not below B1. Okay? Thank you so much for staying, and I want to wish you all the very best for your test. Take care. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the next class on 11.
I'd let you know after I will, schedule a new meeting for you for another mock test with Faisal, of course. I hope so. Till that time, Faisal will be free.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
One
Faisal, we
more
might
question.
meet at 11 p.m. Okay, I will send you a new schedule for the class. One more mock test. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye.
beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so this is the end of a B1 life skills test and about meeting somebody and who would be and why. Thank you, meeting somebody. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with me. I will rejoin you with the IELTS A1 life skills test, a live class maybe. Take care of yourself until we meet again. Goodbye.